welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to start something a little new on this channel. I actually wanted to introduce author spotlights to my channel. I have loved and enjoyed so many different authors in the past, and I figured this would be a great way to share them with you guys. Maybe you guys might find an author that you fall in love with or books that you fall in love with. I figured this is a great way to share it with you guys. I figured I could start doing this maybe like once a month on my channel. Let me know in the comments if that's something you're interested in seeing. But this month I wanted to start with Carian Cole. I love Carian Cole's books. She also recently just came out with a new book on February 1st that I'll talk a little bit more about near the end of the video. But yeah, so if this is something that you want to see and you never heard of Carian Cole and you really want to learn a little bit more about her, just keep watching. So Carian Cole is one of my favorite authors. I have read and enjoyed all of her books. I would definitely say I recommend this if you're into contemporary romance with bad boys and tattoos. You would definitely love her books. She has the ability to get you super hooked to her stories from the very first page, and you just get super invested in her characters, and you're also taken on this like emotional roller coaster while you're reading, and you just never want to put the book down. So I would definitely say 1000% I recommend. I think it's very rare that you find you love every single book by an author. Of course there are some books you love more and some you love less, but I feel like overall, like generally speaking, I love all her books. They're so good. So yeah, I would 1000%. It just made sense for me to pick Carian to go first for my author spotlight. I just really enjoyed all her books. So yeah, if you're into like bad boys, musicians, you know, that kind of vibe with the dudes, then you definitely would love her stories, because they definitely have elements of that. All right, guys, so I figured I would just start by telling you guys, or telling you all about the books. She has a series called Asher and Embers, and that's her first series and her popular one. It follows the lives of rock band members, and there's a total of 6 books. There's Storm, Vandal, Lucas, Talon, Loving Storm, and then there's Asher. So there's 6 altogether. So you can read these as standalones, but I would recommend reading them in order. I don't think I read them all in order. I think I even kind of switched them up a little bit, but at a certain point I started reading them in the proper order. But again, they can be read as standalones. It's not the end of the world. She does also have 2 other books that are a part of a series called All Torn Up, and they are kind of a spin-off, and they do involve characters from Asher and Embers, so they're from that world, and those are called Torn and Tied. And then she does have 2 standalones, No Tomorrow, which I did do a review on, which I will link for you guys if you want to check it out. I did a whole review just on that book because I loved it so much. And she also has a new one that came out on February 1st that I cannot wait to read, called Don't Kiss the Bride. So those are all her books right now. I have read all of them, and like I said, I love them all. So if you're into bad boys, age gaps, you will love her books. So I actually came across Carian Cole's books when I was on this like age gap kick. I was just like only reading age gap books for a period of time, and I went down this rabbit hole, and I ended up coming across her book Torn, and I absolutely loved it. It follows Tor and Kenzie, and it's an age gap book. I just want to quickly say, though, there's no underage stuff going on in this book. It's not there's no incest, there's no relationship. It's just Kenzie and Tor were Tor is actually Kenzie's father's best friend, and he kind of had like an integral part in raising her. He was there. He was just kind of like another father figure in her life, and he just was always the one to babysit her and stuff like that. And once Kenzie you know, has grown up and she's older and she's of age, and she starts developing these feelings for him, and that's when things kind of take a turn. So like I said, this was the first book I read by Carian Cole. I absolutely loved it, and I got to know more about Kenzie's dad, Asher, and I just wanted to know more about him and his story with Kenzie's mom. And yeah, I just kept wanting to read more. But at the time, Asher's book hadn't released yet, so I went ahead and just read the second book in the All Torn Up series, Tide, and that it was actually about Tor's brother. And I, again, loved that book too, and I just got super invested, I got really emotional while reading, and I really, really loved it. And then I just started reading all of her other books, and I just slowly realized that I just loved every single one of Carian Cole's books. So I definitely would, like I said before, 1000% recommend her books. I think they're really great. And if you're into kind of, you know, that, you know, trope of like big guy, rocker, bad boy kind of vibe, you're definitely going to love her books. A lot of her male leads are, or male, male leads are kind of fall into that category, so you'll definitely enjoy it if you're into that. But yeah, she also does, like I did say, does have a new book that just released, Don't Kiss the Bride. I don't know anything about the book, but I'm really excited to read it and kind of see. I'm just kind of trying to finish up some of the other books that I'm reading right now, and then I will go ahead and start that one. But yeah, I like overall totally love her books. I would 1000% recommend. Let me know in the comments if you guys have read any of Carian Cole's books, which ones you loved the most, and which ones you, or just rate them, which ones you loved the most, which ones you didn't, you loved the least, or if you loved all of them, let me know in the comments. Also, let me know if you guys want more of these author spotlights. I totally would be down to do them. There are so many new members on this channel that I don't know how many of you guys are like into the books videos or into the like review videos of like the shows or whatever, or TV shows and what have you, or the reactions. So let me know, you guys, what you want to see on this channel. I'm totally open for suggestions. But thank you so much for the support that you guys have been showing me on this channel. Please like this video if you want to see more. Make sure to subscribe because it does help me out, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Bye.